What would happen if all rivers died? If all rivers were to die, the consequences would be far-reaching and detrimental to both the environment and human life. Here are some examples of the potential impacts. 1. Ecosystem disruption. Rivers are crucial habitats for various species of plants, animals, and aquatic organisms. If rivers were to die, it would disrupt the delicate balance of ecosystems. Fish populations would decline or disappear, impacting the livelihoods of communities dependent on fishing. Aquatic plants and insects that rely on rivers would also suffer, leading to a ripple effect throughout the food chain. 2. Water scarcity. Rivers play a vital role in providing fresh water for drinking, irrigation, and industrial use. If rivers die, the availability of fresh water would drastically decrease. This would lead to water scarcity, affecting agriculture, sanitation, and overall human well-being. Regions relying on river water as their primary source would face severe water shortages and struggle to meet basic needs. 3. Loss of biodiversity. Rivers are home to a diverse range of species, including migratory birds, amphibians, and reptiles. If rivers die, it would lead to the loss of unique and specialized ecosystems. Endangered species that depend on rivers for their survival would be at an increased risk of extinction. The loss of biodiversity would have ecological implications and disrupt the natural balance of ecosystems. 4. Impact on agriculture. Rivers provide water for irrigation, which is essential for agriculture. If rivers die, it would significantly impact agricultural productivity. Crops would fail due to water scarcity, leading to food shortages and economic instability. Farming communities relying on river water for irrigation would face immense challenges in sustaining their livelihoods. 5. Changes in climate patterns. Rivers play a role in regulating local and regional climates. They transport and distribute moisture, influence rainfall patterns, and contribute to the water cycle. If rivers die, it could disrupt these climate patterns, leading to altered rainfall distribution and temperature extremes. This, in turn, would impact agricultural productivity, ecosystem dynamics, and human settlements. 6. Economic impact. Rivers support various economic activities such as transportation, hydropower generation, tourism, and recreational activities. If rivers were to die, these industries would suffer. Shipping and transportation of goods would be hindered. Hydroelectric power generation would decline, and the tourism sector that relies on river attractions would be severely impacted. The economic consequences would be significant, affecting employment, trade, and overall economic growth. 7. Cultural and social disruption. Rivers hold cultural and social significance for many communities around the world. They are integral to the traditions, rituals, and livelihoods of indigenous and local populations. If rivers die, it would lead to the loss of cultural heritage, disrupt traditional practices, and impact the identity of communities closely connected to rivers. So, the death of all rivers would have devastating consequences for ecosystems, water availability, biodiversity, agriculture, climate patterns, economies, and cultural heritage. It is essential to recognize the critical role that rivers play and take measures to protect and preserve them for the well-being of both the natural world and human societies.